It's a new week in GTA Online, and in today's video, I'll be showing you the best ways to make money, how to get free cars for completely free, all of the removed vehicles that have returned for a limited time, and all of the limited time discounts that you should take advantage of. Let's get started. For the best ways to make money this week, first we have auto shop robbery contracts, which are on 2 times money. This week you'll earn between $300,000 to $350,000 from your typical contract and around $550,000 from the Union Depository contract. If you didn't know already, you can re-roll the contract board by starting any contract, leaving the auto shop, calling Santa to cancel the contract, and then heading back inside. Keep doing this until you get the UD contract if it's not on cooldown already, as it pays out the most money by far. Remember that you can also use the helicopter at Vinewood Police Station for an easy getaway. Next, we have both the Junk Energy and RC Bandito time trials, which are on 2 times money, and the Junk Energy time trials are on 4 times money for GTA Plus members. Both can be done once per day, and instead of the usual $50,000, this week you'll earn $100,000 or $200,000 from the Junk Energy time trials if you have GTA Plus. Just like every week, the regular and HSW time trials are a great way to make a quick 350k. The regular time trial is Stab City, and all you've got to do is place a waypoint and follow it all the way to the finish line. There's quite a few twisty roads and corners towards the end, so make sure you're being very careful. I recommend the Hakuchao drag as it's good for dodging traffic, but any fast vehicle should do. The HSW time trial is Del Perro Beach to Marietta Heights, and all you've got to do is set a waypoint and follow it all the way to the finish line. I also recommend the Hakuchao drag here as it's good for dodging traffic, but any fast HSW vehicle will do. If you fancy participating in some friendly competition, feel free to join the Ace of Saints Discord server, where I'll now be hosting a weekly time trials competition. Join up and see if you can beat me. As always, your regular big money makers remain the same. For your passive money methods, make sure you're sending out your warehouse technicians and bail agents as often as possible, maintain your income from your safes, and keep on top of your passive businesses like the Acid Lab and Bunker. For your active money methods, keep farming your Kaya Precos and your hanger crates. For your free vehicles this week, first at the Salvage yard, we have another claimable vehicle, which is the Obey Omnis. This sports car usually goes for just over $700,000 on Southern San Andreas Super Autos, or is completely free with the Criminal Enterprise version of the game, but this week you can also claim it for basically free after doing the Gangbanger robbery. Now sadly, the Omnis isn't a high-performing or must-own vehicle, and it's quite outdated. Regardless, if you don't have the Criminal Enterprise version of the game and you want one, it's pretty easy to get this week. Next, at the LS Car Meet, the prize ride vehicle is the Ocelot Virtue. This electric supercar usually goes for just under $3 million on Legendary Motorsport, or just over $2.2 million with the trade price, but this week you can get it for free by finishing top 5 in 3 LS Car Meet series races. Now the Virtue is probably one of the best electric cars in the game, as it performs well and can be upgraded with full Omani tech. The thing is, you can already earn the Virtue for free by completing the first dose and last dose missions, so the prize ride challenge this week is kinda pointless. I guess if you don't already own it and you don't want to do the first dose last dose missions, simply do 3 drag races back to back with no more than 2 people. And finally, at the Diamond Casino, the lucky wheel vehicle is the Ocelot R88. This open wheel car usually goes for just over $3.1 million on Legendary Motorsport, but with a bit of luck, you can win it for free this week. Now sadly, the R88 is the worst out of the 4 open wheel cars, with the BR8 being the one that you actually want. But if you don't already own an open wheel car and you want one for free, be sure to come to the casino every 24 hours to spin the wheel. If you're finding the video useful and want to keep up with the weekly updates every week, consider leaving a like and subscribe if you're new. It massively helps to support the channel, and I'll know to keep making these videos. For your removed vehicles that have returned this week, at Simeon's we have the Lampadati Felon GT for $66,620, the Western Rat Bike for $48,000, the Class A Lifeguard for $519,000, the Dubachi Rapid GT for $79,200, and the Overflod Entity XF for $477,000. None of these vehicles are high performers or must buys, so unless you like the look of them, or you're collecting removed vehicles, you can give these ones a miss this week. For your discounts this week, for 40% off, you can get any auto shop including upgrades and modifications, all small, medium and large garages, the Bravado Banshee GTS, the Emperor Vector, the Ubermark Cypher, the Anus Paragon R, and the Nagasaki Hot Rod Blazer. For 30% off, you can get the RC Bandito, the HVY Chernobog, the Bugatti Torero, the Vapid Desert Raid, and the Dash Hound. Definitely be sure to buy an auto shop if you don't have one already. I own the one in Strawberry personally, but the Mission Row location is also a good pick. Definitely be sure to also buy the personal quarters, the car lift, and both staff upgrades. If you need to buy some garages for more car space, now is definitely the time to do so. Only the 10 car garages are probably worth buying though. The Banshee GTS is definitely worth buying this week, as it's the fastest and one of the best performing sports cars in the game, which can also be upgraded with HSW. You may as well buy the Bandito this week just to have it, and if you buy it, you'll be able to do the RC Bandito time trials this week. The Paragon R isn't worth buying this week, as there are better sports cars to choose from, and you can get the armored version anyway by doing the casino story missions. The Torero isn't worth buying this week, as there are better sports classic cars to choose from. The Desert Raid isn't worth buying this week, as there are better off-road vehicles to choose from. The Vector and Cypher aren't worth buying this week as there are better sports cars to choose from. However, they're also both in the tuners category, and the Cypher can be upgraded with drift tuning. And for the love of God, do not buy the Hot Rod Blazer, the Chernobog, or the Dashhound. At the gun van this week, you can get the Combat Shotgun, which is 30% off for GTA Plus members, the Precision Rifle, the Railgun, which is 50% off for all players, the Compact Rifle, the MG, and the Machete. For your throwables, you can get tear gas, grenades, and proximity mines, and of course, all of your body armor is available to buy as well. Let me know in the comments what you're getting up to this week in GTA Online, whether that's grinding some of the content bonuses or buying some discounted vehicles. And while you're at it, why don't you check out the rest of my channel? If you want a quick rundown of everything that's happening this week, click on the video on your screen now. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.